Hi, I'm Buzz Lagos. Welcome to this week's analysis. Minnesota earned a point on the road against Ottawa. We'll look at Minnesota's second goal by Ben Spies. Then we'll look at Minnesota's next opponent, Jacksonville, creating a great goal-scoring chance in their game against OKC. Let's look at that monitor.
Minnesota having to get involved a little bit more.
Long throw in from Lang, headed away by Alves. Goes right back to Lang, who first times it in. Vicencini. Venegas. Good driven ball in towards the far post. And that's in! Ben Spies gives Minnesota the lead.
Okay, it's the 75th minute. It's a 1-1 tie with Ottawa right now. And Minnesota's looking to get a goal. And they take this throw in as almost like a set piece. So we see the throw comes in. Brent Common goes up strong for the ball. He sort of distracts Alvarez, but Alvarez still gets his head on it, gets it cleared out of the penalty area, and it falls back to Lance Lang, who plays a first-time ball in. He doesn't hit it quite where he wants to hit it. It sort of comes back a bit away from the goal, actually, toward Kevin Venegas. And De Jong from Ottawa goes up strong, gets his head on it. But a good challenge by Kevin Venegas, so De Jong doesn't have an easy header to get it to a teammate. And falls to Giuliano. And Giuliano gets a touch wide, and like a little better touch, but De Jong doesn't put a lot of pressure on it right away. Giuliano's ready to curve, look up, and see what his options are. Giuliano just decides to play a simple ball to Kevin Venegas. Kevin Venegas gets a touch, recognizing that really only kind of one player to beat to try to get that ball down toward the end line. But notice how rather than Brent Common sprinting back to get back on defense, since we're developing an attack, he's strong in the air. We're going to try to get another cross in. So Brent stays up. And so now we have three runners in the box with Common, Ramirez, and Spies. So he gets a touch at the defender. Now his head picks up and just gets that touch by him and sees that window. Look at the window he creates. Just above Obasi's leg and below his head, and just whips a ball. And I say whip, that's pace on that ball. Now look at the strong run by Christian Ramirez, just driving toward that near post area, trying to get to that ball. And defenders come with him as the ball swings by the goal mouth. We see Brent Common, probably should be a little bit closer to the penalty spot, but in a good position though, in this little triangle shape. In case the defender gets a touch on the ball, it comes out, or if Venegas curls it back a little further. But that good runs, three players in the box, good numbers for Minnesota in this situation. Spies has just made a strong run, just keeps his body behind the ball. So the ball stays between Ben Spies and the goal, and the defender tries to get a foot on it. Alves reaches, and you might even get a little touch on it, but Spies has kind of corralled that ball. He's not going to let it go by his body, and just comes off his left thigh and tucks in the far corner of the goal, and giving Minnesota a 2-1 lead. Now let's look at Minnesota's next opponent, Jacksonville.
Here, are very, very much of the same.
There's Million. Sends it into the box. Footy Danso heads it out. Kept in by Scaglia to Sandoval. Little 1-2 with Fondy. Sandoval over the top. Great opportunity there. Beautifully done.
In this clip, Jacksonville, Minnesota's next opponent, creates a great goal-scoring chance. We see Million drive forward the ball, gets away from his OKC defender, and just gets that little head up, and he decides just to clip a ball in, just cross it into the penalty area. It's a little low, and Danzo for OKC is able to read it and gets the heads it out of there, and Scaglia just makes a strong run to the ball. The strength of a player like Scaglia going up strong for the ball, but yet he sees his teammate Sandoval open on that left flank, gets up strong, heads the ball wide, out to Sandoval. Sandoval decides to play a first-time ball off his thigh, into Fondy. Fondy 1-2 with a header right back to Sandoval. What combination. This chance for Jacksonville looks like it might be offside. Look when he leaves the head. And just look at that line right there. And we notice that Sandoval is onside, much to the surprise of the OKC players when he gets that ball wide open onto the keeper. But notice his options in this one. He does have Scaglia making a run. And maybe if he can just knock just a light pass over to Scaglia to put it away, because Scaglia's in a great position to score. Or does he use the side of the foot and just sort of lift the ball up over Fernandez into that far corner? And he wants to let the ball come down a little lower, and he's getting pressured from the defender to try to block it. So he just gets his shot off a little quick. He like that ball to be a little lower so he can keep it from rising up over the goalkeeper as it did. And what a chance and what a play by Jacksonville, Minnesota's opponent this coming weekend. We'll be back next week with a highlight from Minnesota's match against Jacksonville this weekend. And then we'll preview Minnesota's next opponent in the 11.